Russ S. asks, could you explain or make a video about your techniques for using spacers to mark for the drawer slides? Yes, I will, Russ. Let's go out to the shop and go over the procedure I use. Let's say this little mock-up right here is the vertical section of our drawers, and we want to install these drawer guides. So the question is, how do we space them on there? And what's the procedure you use? Let's start out by getting this measurement here, and when I do this I usually use the metric system. So this is 60.8. Okay, in this case, let's say we're going to do 4 drawers. So we divide 60.8 by 4 and we get 15.2. Let's go see what that number means. What that 15.2 is, that is 1/4 of 60.8. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. So my drawer will sit right in the center of each of that section. So essentially what I need to do is find the center of each one of those sections there. And to find that the center of each one of those is real simple. I already have one spacer, it's 15.2, and the second spacer, the small spacer, is going to be 7.6. So let's go see how they work. So this is the section right here that I want to space. I want to space those drawer guides on. So remember I said we had a 7.6 spacer. So let's lay that spacer down there and draw a line. Now leave that spacer in there. Next spacer is 15.2. Draw another line. Another 15.2. Draw another line. Another 15.2. Draw another line. So I've got all 4 of my lines drawn, but I made an extra spacer, another 7.6, to put down here at the bottom, just to check to make sure I got it all right. Now I take these spacers off. Each one of my spacers now is centered in that section for the drawer. And if you use these kind of drawer guides, you just line them up on that line and screw them in. And that's how the system I use for aligning drawer slides. Now if your cabinet is already built and you can't lay this thing down horizontally and draw the lines like I did, it's more convenient if it's laying down, because then you can just lay the drawer guides right on, you can lay the drawer guides right on top of the lines and drill them in. But sometimes that's not possible. In that case, you put the drawer guides, or you put the blocks vertically, and put your drawer guide right on there, and hold these on with clamps, and put your nails through. And then when that one's, you have to start from the top and move down. Okay, once that one's in, take that block away and set your next one. Set your third one. No measuring, no fuss, no bother. Well, there you go, Russ. I hope that answered your question, and maybe somebody else got a takeaway from it. If you got any more questions, please ask them, and if I know the answer, I'll answer them. Thanks for watching, and thanks for commenting.